Philadelphia 76ers make a nice move here, trading for Buddy Hield from the Indiana Pacers. So he's been expendable now since the Pacers went out there and got Pascal Siakam, where they needed more defensive mind guys, and Hield's a free agent as well after the season. So right now they get 3 second-rounders, Cortex, and Marcus Morris on the season. For Hield, it's been a down year. 12 points a game, 3.2 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 2.6 threes a game, and 44% from the field. So now he goes to Philadelphia, where we know Joel Embiid's out 6 to 8 weeks with injury, and they need some scoring and three-point shooting, and that's what this Sixer team's going to get in the deal to go with Tyrese Maxey over there and Tobias Harris if he stays today during the deadline. So in terms of fantasy basketball, I actually think the value is going to go up for Buddy Hield. He was playing with Halliburton, like I mentioned, Nembhard, who was a good guard as well, Naismith as well, and then Pascal Siakam traded there, Miles Turner. So I think going to Philly with Embiid out, value goes up and more three-point attempts and scoring opportunities to be there for Buddy Hield. And like I said, he's a free agent after the year, but this Sixer team still thinks they could tread water until Embiid comes back before the playoffs and get into a spot and be competitive. So in terms of fantasy basketball, I like the remainder of the season outlook here in this deal for Buddy Hield. Now to Marcus Morris, he's going to Indiana. He didn't play much this season for this 76er team. 6.7 points a game, 2.9 rebounds, 1-3, and 43% from the field. So it wouldn't be surprising to me if Marcus Morris gets bought out and goes to another team. Even though we know this Pacer team, they're in the hunt, they're definitely a contender this season and going for it. And Marcus Morris is a bench piece to come back as a backup powered forward or center. I think is decent for this Pacer team. But at this time, obviously, he's not going to have fantasy value. To Furkan Korkmaz as well, another player who really hasn't played at all this season and not going to have fantasy value. 2.5 points a game and 39% from the field. So he's barely seen the court this season. He's a young player, still no doubt about it. But at this point, he's a back end of the roster type of player, and that's what he's going to be for the Pacers. So the Pacers, I know it was second-round picks, but they did get 3 of them. Maybe one of those picks could pan out, or they traded another deal. But in terms of fantasy basketball, pretty much on the Pacers and Morris and Korkmaz, they're not going to have any fantasy value, with Buddy Hield's value bumping up, in my opinion. So Buddy Hield traded to the Philadelphia 76ers, and we'll see if he can help this Sixer team improve for fantasy owners for the remainder of the 2024 season.